night officer at a hospital in Honduras shared this video with us. He tells us that ever since a patient passed there that morning, weird things started happening in this room, especially around the patient's old bed. At 2 a.m., they caught something strange on camera. Watch how the bed moves around, as if someone invisible is tossing and turning in it. The guard is completely sure there was no air conditioning or fan running that could have made this happen. Now the hospital staff are starting to think that maybe the patient's spirit hasn't left and is somehow still connected to this bed. Is this what we're actually seeing in this footage? Now we'll check back in with Simon Lockhart, who works the night shift as a night officer in an aging office building. Since he started working there, he's run into some seriously scary situations.
This office building is just too creepy. I can't. Especially being here alone. Oh my god.
Oh, that was pretty loud.
Oh my god. Holy sh**. Okay.
It's dark.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I can't be in this building anymore, bro. I can't be in this building anymore.
Look.
That TV dinner that I had earlier was absolutely garbage. Like, breathing in my mask just makes it worse.
Coffee bread.
God, how many computers do you have back here? Jeez. Look at that, more computers. Look at all these laptops. Oh. No. Bro. What in the hell was that? There's no one in here. Oh my god. That gave me a heart attack. What the? No. I'm up here, dude. office right now. What is that? What is that? It looks like a woman wearing a black dress.
Oh.
And it's right outside. What is that? There's nothing there. And all the lights in the parking lot mysteriously shut off. There's nothing out there. There's nothing should be out there. I'm freaking out right now.
He never found out what this mysterious shape was. A police officer was driving behind another vehicle when he spotted something weird happening in this car. The strange figure seemed to vanish from the back seat, and after that, everything looked normal again. The officer still wonders if someone was just playing tricks on him that night, or if he saw something that can't be explained. Police got called to a neighborhood where several people reported seeing a dark shape at night that was moving in a really weird way and freaking out the locals. When the officer got there, he had to start recording because the figure wouldn't answer any of his calls. No one knows what happened after that, but the video has been giving people the creeps ever since. Hospital security footage shows a surgeon who had quite a scary experience. She was in the operating room making an educational video for her surgical students when something made her stop and run out. According to her, she felt like something was watching her. This is unusual because her social media account only posts educational content for future surgical technicians.
Chromic catgut. The difference is, I'm so sorry, my brain. Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two different kinds of sutures, polypropylene monofilament and chromic catgut. The difference between these two is that this one is dissolvable and it's animal derived. And the sutures last anywhere from 60 to 90 days. Literally tearing up right now. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. Can you please just show yourself? Just give me a sign. Do whatever you want.
She starts crying, saying she saw something and asks whatever it is to show itself. Tiffany later wrote that she saw a figure at the window that quickly disappeared to another part of the hospital. While she couldn't make out exactly what it was, others have reported similar sightings. The women's restroom in particular is known as the most haunted spot. When Tiffany went to check it out, nothing seemed strange at first, but minutes later her camera caught something. A door opening by itself, and a dark shape rushing past the automatic doors. What makes it extra creepy is how it zips from one side to the other in a split second. Besides one or two other videos on her account mentioning this incident, she hasn't said much else about it. Nobody knows exactly what this shadow was that night. This is an older home video that was shared by a family, which shows a mother and her two kids. And while it's not the best of quality, what's really eerie about it is an object that was popping up behind the glass door in the background. A creepy-looking face is coming into the frame, staring at the camera for a few seconds before the camera then zooms in. The family thinks that this was probably an evil spirit. And they had nightmares many weeks after this incident. They never found out what exactly happened that night, though. What do you believe? This was posted by Gabriel, and he states that he and his girlfriend had moved into a new home in Canada. Apparently, the new residence is supposed to be haunted, and the old tenants had moved out after only living there for a few months.
Okay, I'm just watching a stupid TV show. And I heard like some kind of sobbing, like I can hear right now of crying. I thought it was the neighbors, but it's been going on for like about, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes. I can barely walk. It's coming from downstairs. Not gonna go
It is unknown if the couple is still living there, but many people are certain that Gabriel has recorded demonic noises that night, which might indicate that an evil being is dwelling within these four walls. This video was captured at an old high school in Indonesia. There have always been eerie stories that students and teachers were telling about eerie occurrences within the building. This recording shows one of the classrooms after closing hours, and it must be stated that nobody was at the premises anymore. First, we can see a strange transparent shape right at the door. And then the camera recorded some eerie voices. Many believe that it sounds like children. Is this possible? What exactly is going on in this old school? This recording was captured at a funeral home and was saved by their CCTV system. It shows a night guard patrolling through the building as he always does, several times an hour. He states that he didn't notice anything amiss that night, except that it felt a bit colder in one particular room. Coincidentally, it is the same room that we are seeing on screen. As they checked the footage the next morning, they saw something terrifying. A boy seems to materialize out of thin air and follow the guard into the next room. A bit later, we see him disappear in the same corner where he mysteriously originated from. Does this beg the question? Did their CCTV system capture the spirit of a boy that night? What a creepy thought. Now let's take a look at the latest updates from Dustin Lee Frazier, who is still dealing with a very scary haunting at home and his workplace. As you might remember, he's working the night shift in a diner, and tonight strange happenings started to unfold in the kitchen at first. Something seemed to have turned the radio on, and Dustin was pretty baffled.
And video's on again. I'm not doing this. I'm gonna plug in the goddamn thing. What? Excuse my language, I'm sorry, but also, what? How the hell, how did it do that? It literally jumped ahead by like an hour.
Strange for sure, but as he made his way back into the dining area, it got even creepier. He started to take random photos tonight to see if anything would show up, and as many times before, something seemed to be standing right behind him just as he was passing some tables.
Okay. Hey, look, it printed the little... Huh? Okay. You're actually just supposed to, like, just put it, like, face down in, like, a dark room or something, and it's supposed to develop that way. But okay, so I took a picture in here. I also need to check this door. Hold on just a second, guys. That door keeps getting, like, it keeps being unlocked, but that's not good, because, like, my son could literally just walk the here. But, okay, at least this. Okay, so I kind of want to take a picture in the meeting room. It scares me. I could take a picture of the hallway.
It was not the first time that his viewers noticed these scary demonic noises in the background that went unnoticed at the time. But what really freaked Dustin out was the realization that a creepy entity was standing right behind him once more. Let's hope that he finds a way to deal with these scary events really soon. And make sure to follow him to stay up to date whenever he is posting any updates. Anisha shared a video that her 4-year-old son had recorded. Like many kids, he believed in the elf on the shelf tradition, where parents secretly move the toy around at night and tell their children the elf comes alive to cause mischief. The little boy really wanted to catch the elf in action, so he set up a camera facing the toy to film it overnight. When he checked the footage the next day, he saw something that scared him so badly he ran to show his mom. Anisha was freaked out too when she watched what he'd captured.
Can I pour some in my cup?
At first, she thought she might actually see the elf moving, but instead, something much more frightening appeared. Like something from a horror movie, the outline of a child suddenly showed up on camera. The figure just stood there, completely still, then vanished in a split second without moving a muscle. But the creepiest part was how the child looked. People who've seen the video say the figure appears unnaturally thin, with some even saying it looked like a corpse. Anisha believes they caught a child's spirit on camera. She thinks that maybe, just like her son, this spirit wanted to see if the elf would come to life, but the elf stayed as motionless as the ghostly figure that visited it. To this day, Anisha still can't explain what her son's camera recorded that night. This video was captured by a concerned father who also realized that something otherworldly must have been going on in his house, and most of the time this happened when he was all alone at home.
Alright, check this out. There's this noise coming from the bedroom. But my wife and my baby, they're not here. They're not in the bedroom. And this noise happens every day at this exact time. Yeah, there's no one in there. No one.
a creepy face was peeking onto their property from outside, seemingly watching both mother and child. Some people think it might have been something evil coming from the forest next door. Is this what they captured that night? Pretty disturbing. Now a video from the team of B Paranormal, who was exploring an abandoned house from the 1930s the following day. The house is deserted and situated in the middle of the woods. There's many creepy stories about this place, and it is said that something quite sinister has happened in there many years ago. The following is the investigation. But isn't it a pretty old house for sure? Especially where I'm from, there's a lot of these in the woods, so maybe one of those are haunted as well.
Glass in there. There's glass? What?
Not surprising, a lot of broken glass, huh? A lot of wind as well. Ay, ay, ay.
Whoa. Alright, just turn on night vision. We're going in. We're going in.
Is it that dark in there?
Oh, here we go. Gotta duck down through all this stuff.
There's a lot of wind for sure.
So apparently this house, they think, is from like around the 30s. What was that? What?
You guys hear anything?
Hello. Too bright. Is there anybody in here with us? Can you make a noise?
God, that wind is really... Don't know where this is coming from.
Can you bang on something? Yeah, no, that's cool.
Well, thank God we have that night vision on, right?
Yeah, I gotta get some.
Oh, thank God.
Guys, make sure you let me know if you hear anything, heard anything, or you see anything in the video, because sometimes it's really hard for me to...
Was somebody hunting?
Somebody is really shooting some guns. Wait a minute, what? Let me turn this off. Okay, she just took a video on her phone and like watch to the left-hand corner, there's like a shadow. What?
Curious.
That looked like a...
Is that in the video? Oh yeah, there is a weird shadow, but... Yeah, where could that be coming from? Look, it looks almost like somebody leaning in. Oh.
Oh my god! There's a stick stuck on me!
Why is there water on me?
Sorry, somebody's touching my head.
Now, what do we say to that, guys? Is there something paranormal unfolding in this house? There's certainly a lot of noises from the outside, and we cannot say. The parking garage of a mall in Costa Rica might seem like an unlikely place for ghostly encounters, but recently, events have suggested otherwise. This area has garnered a reputation for being haunted, with numerous visitors capturing strange phenomena on camera. The unsettling nature of these sightings has led to noticeable reluctance amongst people to park there at night, and even security guards have become wary of patrolling the area after dark. One evening, a security guard noticed that one of the parking lot's motion sensors was triggered. Even though the lot was completely empty, with no visible signs of activity, the guard contacted someone, to investigate the anomaly. What the footage reveals is both bizarre and chilling.
Gerardo, fíjate detrás tuyo. Perilla. Mae, usted está copiando un monitor, mae. Dígale algo. ¿Salió algo ahí? Correcto. Aquí salió algo raro. Mae, y véngase mejor. Todo el día.
The video shows an otherwise deserted parking structure, but the sensor keeps activating in a particular spot. As the guard and the investigator arrive, they uncover the source of the disturbance. A shadowy figure appears seemingly from nowhere. This dark shape moves silently towards the guard before abruptly vanishing. The strange sighting, combined with other reported occurrences in the parking lot, has convinced many that the San Pedro Mall is haunted. The video adds to the growing list of eerie experiences, further cementing the mall's reputation as a site of paranormal activity. Now it's time to take a look at user Geeky Stuff, who on his YouTube channel is reviewing, as the name might suggest, all things tech related. So the video of today was a bit out of the ordinary for him. One night he noticed a really strange object circling around in the bedroom of his little kid. He's not a believer in the paranormal, yet the following events made him a bit uneasy, and he's not sure what exactly got captured by the baby camera placed on a little dresser. Let's take a look.
Hi guys, I don't believe in ghosts at all. I think it's absolute rubbish, and all these orbs and energies and all that crap. But I was filming on the dome camera a couple of days ago, and I noticed something at the bottom of my son's bed, which I'll also include a little screenshot of it if I can, with a picture, but you can just see it just there, under there, like that. Now, I thought when I got the notification that my son had got out of bed and he was facing the camera at the bottom of the bed, I thought that was his little face. But then when you press play on the video, it flies off. See that? Let's go back. And again, flies off. Keep dragging it back. You can just see it. So I've no idea what that is. There's no wind in there or anything like that. No breeze. It's the windows are all shut. It looks a bit freaky, doesn't it? Let's look at it. I just thought I'd show you that, guys. See if there's any people out there who actually believes in ghosts or orbs or any sort of type of energy, what you think it might be or might have been.
So, what exactly was in the room with his little kid? People believe that it could have been an insect, while some others say it has to be an orb that may even took a humanoid shape, and that it appears to be an odd-looking head. What do you guys think? After all, it had activated the emotion alert on Geek's phone, so something was in the room there. How mysterious. A night security officer at an old hospital shared this concerning incident. While guarding the entrance, she started hearing unsettling voices echoing through the empty hallways. She felt an unexplained presence around her during her shift. Then something strange happened.
Esto lo voy a dejar registrado porque son 16 de diciembre, 11 de la noche. Bueno, mira, esta wea está pasando hace mucho rato. Y yo acá estoy sola, weón. No hay nadie. Concha tu padre.
Her footage shows a wheelchair moving by itself along the corridor. The officer had confirmed she was alone on that floor, and all windows were closed at the time. The security footage hasn't been tampered with according to the timestamps, but whether this was truly paranormal activity or if there's another explanation remains unclear. Now let's look at two night officers who got hired to keep watch over an abandoned hospital for the next few months. While working their shifts, they ran into some weird noises in the middle of the night, and they heard other guards talking about seeing shadows moving around in there before. Things got really strange when they started checking out different areas of the hospital, and that's when they both began recording everything.
女の人の声とかめっちゃ聞こえるから本当ここ相性悪いんだろうなって思いますね。ちょっと待ってな。ちょっと今いや待ってごめんすいませんなんか全然喋ることが思い浮かばない。
One of the guards heard footsteps coming from one of the empty rooms, so he rushed over to check who was there, but he found nobody around. The weird thing is, during the exact moment when the guard was in that room hearing those footsteps, you can clearly see someone walking up the stairs on the left side. When they looked at the footage more closely, they found something even more chilling. While the guard was patrolling the second floor, he suddenly started hearing a woman's voice. Right after that, he heard this really creepy laugh, which scared him so much he ran straight out of the building. When you look at the regular footage without enhancing it, it's hard to see clearly, but there's definitely some strange figure standing in the background. This figure wasn't moving at all. You can definitely tell that someone or something was there with them that night. The big question is, was it the same one they spotted on the stairs just before? Or could these have been spirits making themselves known? This next clip comes from a different night guard who was working at another abandoned hospital. He had just started his job there, since the building was going to be torn down in a few weeks. During his shift, he caught something strange on camera.
なんかいる感じするもんね。ガラスのとこになんか白い影みたいな見えないですあれ。なんだろう。二人したんかいの。さあ行ってみたい。あ。
What you're seeing is a wheelchair moving all by itself, which definitely isn't normal. Some people think a ghost, or maybe the spirit of someone who used to be a patient, might have been pushing it. Could this really be possible?